Unlock steadfast focus, protect your progress from sabotage, and harness true personal accountability to achieve your dreams. Learn about the transforming effect of keeping your goals private. Discretion is an important tool in the pursuit of both professional and personal progress. It's critical to comprehend why it's best to keep your intentions and activities confidential. This is the reason you should use this strategy in your quest for both professional and personal development. You should make every effort to conserve your energy. This idea transcends endurance in the physical sense. It also includes emotional and mental reserves. Open communication about all the specifics of your goals, plans, and initiatives causes you to unintentionally waste precious energy that could be better used to accomplish your objectives. When you tell people what you're planning, they usually react in a variety of ways, each requiring a distinct emotional response. Positive or bad, these encounters take up energy that may be used for other worthwhile projects. When you share your plans, you encourage comments and a variety of viewpoints. While encouraging and supportive, some people's actions might also result in a reliance on outside approval. This dependence might be bothersome since you can find yourself looking for validation or affirmation all the time. The time and effort you expend chasing and controlling this approval takes your attention away from your true objectives. Furthermore, unanticipated pressure might arise even from well-meaning criticism. Your plans may be questioned or met with worries from friends, family, or co-workers. Even if they could sincerely wish to assist, their cynicism has the power to raise doubts in your mind. It can be difficult to remain dedicated to your goals while you are experiencing mental and emotional exhaustion due to this internal conflict. However, revealing your plans may also elicit unfavorable responses. Naysayers and critics might express their reservations, criticisms, or outright discouragement. These kinds of reactions can be emotionally draining, which can result in demotivation and frustration. The energy required to move forward and create development may be diminished by the effort expended handling these unfavorable responses. Negative feedback can have a substantial psychological impact, frequently leading to tension and anxiety that further depletes your reserves. By reducing these outside pressures and diversions, you can preserve your energy by being discreet about your ambitions. By keeping your ideas confidential, you protect yourself from uninvited opinions and recommendations and free up your time to concentrate entirely on your task. By better directing this concentrated energy into constructive endeavors, an atmosphere more favorable to advancement and achievement can be produced. You may maintain control over your emotional and mental state and operate more effectively and clearly by not feeling the need to defend or justify your behavior. You can also keep your inner tranquility by using prudence to save your energy. When you're not always hearing other people's thoughts on your ideas, you have more time to focus on your work at hand. Maintaining your commitment to your goals and making wise decisions require this emotional serenity and mental clarity. Because there are no outside demands on you, you can deal with obstacles and failures more resiliently, as you are not worrying as much about controlling outside reactions as you are about sticking to your goals. You can improve your creative process by keeping your aims confidential. You can think more creatively and experiment with new concepts when you are not consumed with justifying your vision to other people. This flexibility encourages a more creative and dynamic approach to issue solving, since you are unrestricted by constraints or expectations from outside sources. You can use the energy you save by avoiding these contacts to hone your concepts and tactics, which will result in more creative and practical solutions. The capacity to retain a strong sense of self-motivation is a crucial component of energy conservation through discretion. You depend more on your inner motivation and dedication when you are not looking to other people for affirmation or acceptance. This independence strengthens your will to accomplish your goals and contributes to your personal development. When you focus your energy on self-motivation, it becomes a strong force that advances you instead of being sapped by outside factors. One smart way to regulate your energy is to keep your plans and activities under wraps. It entails consciously choosing to concentrate on your goals in the absence of outside thoughts or feelings. Maintaining your creative, emotional, and cerebral vitality allows you to forge a more fruitful and satisfying route to achievement. This method not only protects your health, but also increases your capacity to reach your objectives with more purpose and clarity. Over time, the energy you save by exercising caution turns into a valuable tool that will help you accomplish more things and find greater joy in your life. The impact of unwarranted judgment is a critical issue to consider while analyzing why it's imperative to keep your intentions and aspirations private. Constructive or not, criticism can have a significant impact on your self-esteem and drive. You protect yourself from this potentially harmful situation by keeping your objectives and projects confidential. Feedback that keeps you focused and confident. When you share your goals with people, you get a variety of reactions. With the greatest of intentions, some people may provide you with feedback that may assist you steer clear of certain problems. Even positive criticism, though, has its drawbacks. It may cause you to doubt and feel uncertain, leading you to wonder if you are headed in the correct direction. This crippling self-doubt can cause you to put things off or second-guess yourself, which will ultimately stop you from moving forward. Sharing your objectives might sometimes lead to uninvited and perhaps severe criticism. Criticism of this type frequently originates from a point of envy or personal bias. It's possible for others to transfer their limitations or fears onto you, which would discourage you from going after your goals. Feedback of this kind is not always beneficial and can be especially detrimental to your self-worth. It might be challenging to keep up your motivation and dedication when you are exposed to such criticism because it undermines your enthusiasm and confidence. Getting criticism can have a big emotional impact. If not appropriately controlled, it can result in tension, worry, and even despair. You require more energy to focus and accomplish your goals than you do to deal with these bad emotions. Rather of focusing your energies on worthwhile endeavors, you may find yourself overwhelmed with handling the emotional aftermath from the feedback you were given. This change in emphasis has the potential to impede your productivity and lower your level of efficacy. When someone criticizes you, you could feel pressured to explain or defend your choices. Adopting a defensive stance takes more mental and emotional energy, which takes focus away from your primary goals. Having to defend and explain your decisions all the time can seem boring and discouraging, which further saps your willpower and motivation. The real labor required to achieve your goals can sometimes be overshadowed by the urge to defend yourself and your beliefs. By using discretion, you also shield yourself from the possibility of misunderstanding. There's always a chance that people won't completely get your plans or appreciate what you have in mind. Their criticism may stem from limited knowledge or personal prejudices that cause misinterpretations or incorrect recommendations. You can prevent the difficulties of misunderstanding and make sure that you are not influenced by criticism that is at odds with your genuine ambitions by maintaining the privacy of your goals. You can develop a stronger sense of independence and self-confidence by keeping your plans to yourself. You boost your self-confidence when you make decisions based only on your judgment and don't let outside opinions sway you. Being independent helps you develop a more resilient attitude that gives you the strength to overcome obstacles and failures. It also teaches you to believe in your abilities and instincts, which can be immensely inspiring and empowering. Maintaining the privacy of your objectives might strengthen your competitive edge. Maintaining a sense of surprise when you share your ideas with others might be advantageous in situations where competition is strong. Since no one else is aware of your methods or objectives, maintaining this secrecy can help you carry out your goals more effectively. You can benefit from the element of surprise by gaining a tactical advantage and raising your chances of success. One of the most important strategies for staying motivated and focused is to keep your goals hidden in order to avoid needless criticism. It lessens the need for continuous justification, shields you from the psychological and emotional effects of unfavorable feedback, and supports the maintenance of your self-confidence through controlling your conversations and criticism. With careful design, you establish a more favorable atmosphere for accomplishing your goals. This strategy not only protects you from any setbacks, but also gives you the ability to pursue your objectives more effectively, resiliently, and clearly. Retaining confidentiality about your intentions and objectives is essential to improving attention. You greatly lessen the possibility of distractions that could impair your focus and productivity when you decide to keep your goals private. Maintaining focus is essential for success, and shielding it from outside distractions can help you accomplish your goals. Being able to focus entirely on your work is one of the main advantages of keeping your aspirations to yourself. When you tell people about your plans, they frequently respond with questions, remarks, and viewpoints. Even with the best of intentions, this outside involvement might divert you from the duties necessary to advance. Every time you defend your choices or articulate your ideas, you are devoting valuable mental energy that could be used to accomplish actual work. Keeping up with these relationships can take a lot of mental energy, which takes away from the attention you need to move forward. You may also find that your priorities change after you share your ideas. Your time and energy may be further demanded by the requirement to reply to criticism and participate in conversations regarding your objectives. This distraction may cause you to become more preoccupied with controlling others' opinions than with achieving your goals. It might be difficult to maintain a steady and efficient workflow when you are constantly back and forth with others. Disclosing your plans might create a sense of anticipation. When you discuss your objectives, others could begin to predict your progress and results. This outside expectation may lead to stress and worry, which may further impair your ability to concentrate. The pressure to live up to these expectations might cause one to get fixated on getting approval from others rather than focusing on the work at hand. The more you expose yourself to outside inspection, the more pressure there is to prove yourself, which might divert attention from your task. You can create a more controlled environment where you can focus entirely on your goals by keeping them hidden. You are free to focus entirely on your work without having to constantly manage expectations from others or participate in debates. You can go deeper into your work with this unbroken attention, which encourages increased creativity and invention. Clearer thinking and more productive work are possible when your attention is not diverted by outside distractions. The capacity to lessen the impact of prospective setbacks is another important benefit of discretion. If you make your plans known to the public, then any obstacles or postponements may come to light. Stress and anxiety levels may rise as a result of this visibility, as you could feel obliged to defend or justify any failures. You may manage obstacles internally without the added strain of public scrutiny if your plans remain confidential. With this method, you may deal with problems more skillfully and make the required changes without being sidetracked by other people's comments. Keeping your aspirations private can also improve your strategic planning. You have more time and space to develop and hone your methods when you are not distracted by justifying your intentions to others. This independence from other forces allows you to approach your goals more precisely and in depth. You can experiment with new concepts, try out various strategies, and base conclusions more on your own observations than on input from outside sources. You may keep a strong sense of control over your work by using discretion. You maintain complete control over your approach and results when you don't participate in talks regarding your objectives on a regular basis. Because you can work independently and make judgments based on your own standards, having this sense of control helps you to take a more focused and empowered approach. When you can focus on achieving your goals without being sidetracked by outside opinions, you become more productive and efficient overall. Keeping your plans under wraps is a calculated way to improve focus. It supports your efforts to reduce interruptions, control outside expectations, and stay in charge of your work. You may establish a more effective and efficient atmosphere for success by maintaining your focus and focusing your energy on your goals. You can operate with more clarity, creativity, and autonomy when using this method, which will ultimately help you move toward your objectives more successfully. Any path toward personal or professional success must protect your progress from potential interruption in order to retain momentum and achieve your goals. Keeping your plans and goals confidential is critical to preventing sabotage, whether deliberate or unintentional. By remaining discreet, you build a wall that keeps outside forces out of your business and prevents them from undermining or disrupting your efforts. Reducing opportunities for others to disrupt your plans is one of the main ways that secrecy prevents sabotage. When you let people know what your goals are, you can expect a variety of answers. Some people might be trying to stop you from moving forward because they have their own goals or viewpoints. They might try to guide you in the direction of their own interests or beliefs, or they might offer you unsolicited advice. This outside influence may be covert or overt, but if not handled with caution, it can cause serious problems. You may reduce the possibility of such intervention and keep control of your course by keeping your plans confidential. Keeping your objectives safe from any detractors or rivals is another way to prevent sabotage through discretion. Information is frequently used to one's advantage in competitive settings. If others know about your goals, they could take use of it to their advantage and undermine your efforts with calculated moves or counterattacks. By keeping your intentions hidden, you lower the possibility that someone will act against your interests. With this tactical edge, you can move forward with your plans without worrying about intentional or unintentional interference. Keeping your privacy helps prevent inadvertent sabotage of your progress. When they give you advice or voice thoughts that are contrary to your vision, even well-meaning people may inadvertently undercut your efforts. Even though they could have the best of intentions, their advice could confuse your goals or take you in the wrong direction. The more people you tell about your intentions with, the more likely it is that you'll run into opposing viewpoints or advice that will divert your attention. You can steer clear of these possible problems and continue on a clear and consistent route toward your goals by keeping your plans confidential. You are also shielded from the psychological effects of outside intervention by exercising discretion. Making your aspirations public draws attention and criticism, which can be emotionally draining. Your trip may become more difficult as a result of tension and anxiety brought on by the need to live up to expectations or defend your behavior. This emotional pressure might be especially difficult to deal with if you receive critical or negative criticism. You may shield yourself from this psychological load and work with more resilience and peace of mind if you keep your plans confidential. The capacity to manage information flow is a crucial component of using privacy to prevent sabotage. You give up control over how and when people learn about your ambitions when you share your goals with them. This loss of control may cause misconceptions or misinterpretations that could impede your advancement. By keeping your plans under wraps, you'll be able to keep complete control over the information and decide when and how to share it, all while making sure it serves your strategic goals. Discretion also gives you the ability to control when to send progress reports. You can pick the ideal time to announce your successes or significant life events when you don't share your plans with others. When you're ready to share your triumphs, this deliberate timing can have a bigger effect and attract more attention or support. Leveraging momentum and seizing chances that may result from your efforts can also be accomplished by disclosing your progress at the appropriate time. Preserving one's privacy also helps one feel more accountable to oneself. You are the only one who can drive your success if you are not discussing your goals with others. Your commitment and motivation may increase as a result of this increased sense of personal accountability, since you will be more concerned with fulfilling your own standards and goals than those of other people. The deeper sense of purpose and drive this intrinsic motivation develops can be a strong factor in helping you achieve your goals. One smart way to guard your progress and avoid sabotage is to keep your plans and goals confidential. And through the reduction of external disruptions, prevention of inadvertent influence, and management of information distribution, you establish a more focused and safe environment in which to accomplish your goals. This method not only protects your work from outside interference, but also boosts your drive and sense of personal responsibility, which will help you have a more fruitful and satisfying journey. Preserving your own energy can be greatly enhanced by practicing caution when it comes to your ambitions and goals. This strategy is especially significant since it aids in the management and preservation of the mental and emotional resources required for pursuing and accomplishing your goals. Maintaining your aspirations hidden helps you avoid wasting energy on unneeded interactions and engagements with other people. Reducing the need for continual justifications and explanations is one of the main ways that keeping your goals secret contributes to energy conservation. You frequently find yourself needing to defend your goals, reasoning, and tactics to people when you discuss your objectives with them. The process of articulating and defending your beliefs repeatedly can be mentally taxing. Your motivation and focus may be sapped by the cognitive and emotional strain of each conversation you have to explain your objectives. You can escape this never-ending cycle of justification by keeping your intentions to yourself. This will free up more of your energy for the actual labor needed to accomplish your objectives. By lowering the possibility of running into opposition or resistance, privacy aids in energy conservation. You expose yourself to possible opposition, suspicion, and even criticism when you share your goals. These responses might be emotionally taxing because you might feel obliged to answer objections or address concerns. The energy you need to remain dedicated to and focused on your task may be sapped by this emotional outlay. By remaining discreet, you protect yourself from this kind of opposition and are able to operate in a less confrontational and more encouraging atmosphere. You can save your energy for activities that will directly impact your success with the help of this safeguard. Avoiding needless distractions is a big benefit of maintaining the privacy of your goals. When you share your aspirations with other people, a lot of remarks, inquiries, and unwanted suggestions are frequently made. Any one of these exchanges could serve as a distraction, drawing your focus away from your main goals. These interruptions might throw off your routine and cause you to lose focus, which makes it harder to stay productive. You may completely focus on the task at hand by removing these distractions by keeping your plans private. You may use your energy more effectively and efficiently with this focused attention, which produces greater results. By keeping your aspirations private, you can lessen the psychological pressure that comes with meeting expectations from the public. When you disclose your intentions to the public, other people may start to assume certain things about your success and progress. The psychological load of handling these external pressures can be heavy, depleting your emotional and mental energy. You may feel driven to live up to these expectations or prove yourself, which can lead to anxiety and tension. You can release this pressure and work more calmly and focusedly by keeping your plans confidential. You can utilize your energy more wisely when you're not burdened with the stress of attempting to live up to others' expectations, thanks to this sense of independence from external pressure. By keeping your plans private, you can continue to feel in charge of your own development. You have greater control over when and how you pursue your goals when you are not incessantly discussing them. With this autonomy, you can set your own goals and go at your own speed without having to listen to or take input from others. You save energy by not having to deal with conflicting input or navigate outside demands when you take this self-directed strategy. It also improves your capacity for maintaining commitment to your own goal and maintaining concentration, which results in more productive advancement. Maintaining your sense of personal motivation can also be aided by keeping your goals confidential. You depend more on your own innate motivation and dedication when you're not looking for affirmation or acceptance from other people. Because it originates from your own enthusiasm and commitment rather than from outside reinforcement, this self-motivation is a potent source of energy. You can maintain a higher level of zeal and persistence by concentrating on your own internal motivation, which is essential for reaching your objectives. This internal energy source enables you to stay on course and overcome setbacks, which results in more fruitful and satisfying outcomes. Retaining confidentiality regarding your objectives and intentions is an effective way to save your own energy. It assists you in avoiding the emotional and mental drain brought on by continual justifications, opposition, diversion, and outside demands. You may make the process of reaching your goals more effective and efficient by maintaining your motivation, control, and focus. This strategy not only protects your energy, but also increases your overall performance and productivity. Retaining confidentiality regarding your intentions and objectives can greatly improve your level of personal accountability. Maintaining confidentiality about your goals helps you feel more accountable and in control of them. Increased responsibility has the potential to be a strong motivator and result in more efficient and targeted efforts toward your objectives. The intrinsic incentive that personal accountability fosters is one of its most important features. When you decide not to share your ambitions with others, your motivations come mainly from yourself. Oftentimes, internal motivation is stronger and longer lasting than support or affirmation from others. By concentrating on your own dedication instead of looking to others for validation, you develop a deeper feeling of accountability for your own accomplishments. This self-driven strategy keeps you motivated by your own goals rather than by outside forces, which helps you stay focused on your targets. By exercising discretion, you give yourself the freedom to define success for yourself, free from the influence of other people's expectations or opinions. This will allow you to set and follow your own standards for success. You can set specific, meaningful goals that are consistent with your priorities and values thanks to this autonomy. Your dedication to reaching your personal goals for improvement increases when you set them for yourself. This sense of personal accountability helps you feel more in control of your objectives, which motivates you to work harder and more consistently. The decrease of outside distractions is an additional advantage of protecting privacy and improving accountability. Sharing your goals with people might lead to a variety of side conversations and unsolicited counsel, among other diversions. These exchanges have the potential to take your focus off of your main goals and make it more difficult to remain dedicated and focused. You may reduce these distractions and provide a more efficient environment for achieving your goals by keeping your plans confidential. Being in such a focused setting makes it harder for you to get distracted by other factors, which helps you maintain a higher degree of accountability. Maintaining your ambitions confident spares you from the possible traps of looking for approval from others. It's possible that you unintentionally ask for their support or approval when you tell people about your goals. This craving for approval can cause you to lose concentration and begin putting other people's opinions ahead of your own goals. You can avoid the need to seek approval and keep more in line with your own objectives by exercising prudence. Because you are motivated by your own vision and are not swayed by outside criticism, this alignment increases your accountability. Preserving one's privacy also promotes a more independent method of problem solving. Without having an honest conversation about your objectives, you are forced to solve problems and get beyond obstacles on your own. This independence improves resilience and your ability to solve problems. By overcoming challenges on your own, you strengthen your feeling of accountability and personal responsibility. Being self-sufficient encourages a stronger dedication to reaching your objectives. Maintaining the privacy of your plans develops your ability to manage challenges on your own, enabling you to monitor your development more efficiently. You may devote more of your attention to assessing your own development and making the required corrections when you are not consumed with telling other people about your accomplishments. This self-evaluation is essential for upholding accountability, since it lets you gauge your accomplishment according to your own standards. You can stay on track with your objectives and make wise decisions to maximize your efforts by monitoring your progress on a frequent basis. A more genuine sense of accomplishment is also influenced by one's capacity to uphold discretionary personal accountability. The happiness you feel stems from your own work and determination when you accomplish your goals without the help of others or external affirmation. Since it's a genuine reflection of your dedication and hard work, this genuine sense of accomplishment is more satisfying and rewarding. This sincere fulfillment bolsters your drive and inspires you to keep going after your goals with even more enthusiasm. Keeping your aspirations confidential aids in sustaining a steady state of drive. You may maintain your motivation to pursue your own goals and keep focused on them when you are not swayed by the views or demands of others. Long-term success depends on this constant drive, since it keeps you focused and tenacious in the face of difficulties. By exercising judgment, you can make sure that your motivation stays in line with your individual objectives, which will result in more productive and long-lasting efforts. Individual responsibility promotes self-reliance and self-evaluation, decreases outside distractions, and develops intrinsic motivation. You can make your journey toward reaching your goals more fruitful and satisfying by concentrating on your own goals and staying consistently motivated. This method enhances your sense of accountability while also fostering a more genuine and fulfilling sense of achievement. In summary, exercising caution when it comes to your plans and ambitions is not just a question of taste. Rather, it's a calculated move that can greatly improve your chances of success. By keeping your goals to yourself, you protect yourself from needless distractions, possible self-defeating behavior, and outside influences that may weaken your resolve and drive. This exercise protects your personal space from inappropriate influence, preserves your vital energy, and keeps your route free and unobstructed. Having discretion encourages a stronger feeling of internal motivation and personal accountability, which keeps you focused on your goals instead of looking to others for approval. It gives you the freedom to freely oversee your advancement without having to worry about criticism from the public or defend your decisions to others. You may work more productively, make decisions that are in line with your actual objectives, and have a real sense of success when you have this independence and control over your surroundings. In the end, Maintaining the privacy of your plans helps you to develop a more robust and goal-oriented strategy. It enables you to preserve your emotional and mental reserves, lessen the effects of outside disturbances, and keep your motivation levels steady. By adopting this approach, you position yourself for a more fruitful and satisfying journey that is fueled by your own willpower and vision. Discretion becomes an effective weapon in accomplishing your goals and reaching your full potential in this way.